Imagine holding an audience captive with just your words. This is the power of being articulate. It's like having a superpower, where your words become the magic that can influence, inspire, and motivate others. Articulation is more than just speaking clearly. It's about delivering your message with precision, making every word count. The benefits of being articulate are manifold. It brings confidence, better communication, and enhanced professional relationships. When you are articulate, you radiate a sense of authority and credibility. You become a beacon of clarity amidst the noise. Your ideas are understood, your thoughts are valued, and your voice is heard. Articulation can be your secret weapon in negotiations, presentations, and everyday conversations. It's a skill that can propel you forward, opening doors to opportunities and paving the way for success. Ready to unlock the power of articulation? Buckle up, because you're in for a ride. But first, what does it mean to be articulate? It's a simple question, yet it holds a world of implications. Being articulate is about more than just being a smooth talker or knowing a lot of fancy words. It's about clarity and coherence. It's about making the right choice of words to effectively convey your thoughts and ideas. When we say someone is articulate, we mean they have the ability to express their thoughts and ideas clearly, coherently, and in a way that is easily understood by others. It's about being able to paint a picture with words, creating vivid images and ideas in the minds of your listeners. It's like being an artist, but instead of using paint and brushes, you're using words and phrases. Think of some of the most articulate speakers past and present. Martin Luther King Jr., for example. His "I Have a Dream" speech is a testament to his articulation. His choice of words, his rhythm and pacing, his clear and coherent delivery all combine to create a powerful and moving speech that has stood the test of time. Or consider Steve Jobs. His ability to articulate his vision for Apple, to inspire and motivate his team, and to captivate audiences with his presentations, played a significant role in his success. His words were not just a means of communication, they were a tool for shaping reality. Articulation, then, is a skill that transcends mere communication. It's a tool that can be used to shape perceptions, inspire action, and influence outcomes. It's a skill that can make the difference between being heard and being understood, between making a point and making an impact. And yet, despite its importance, articulation is a skill that often goes overlooked and underdeveloped. But why is that? Perhaps it's because we tend to think of it as something you're either born with or not. But the truth is, like any other skill, it can be learned, developed, and improved upon. Now that we know what articulation is, let's delve into how we can achieve it. Step 1 on our journey to articulation is expanding your vocabulary. You might ask, why vocabulary? Well, a rich vocabulary is a bit like a painter's palette. More words mean more shades of meaning at your disposal, allowing you to paint a more vivid, precise picture with your speech. Imagine trying to describe a sunset with just the word red. It's not quite the same as having crimson, scarlet, vermilion, and burgundy in your word arsenal, is it? So how do we expand this vocabulary palette? One way is through reading. Books, articles, blogs, even social media posts can introduce you to new words and contexts. Another tool is a thesaurus. It's not just a dinosaur with a big vocabulary, it's a treasure trove of synonyms and antonyms. And finally, consider learning a new word every day. There are apps and websites for that, or you could simply open a dictionary. With a rich vocabulary at your disposal, you're one step closer to being articulate. Next up is mastering pronunciation. Pronunciation is a key component of being articulate. It's the difference between being understood and leaving others scratching their heads. Mispronounced words can, at best, cause confusion and, at worst, undermine your credibility. So how can we perfect our pronunciation? One fantastic way is by immersing ourselves in language. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, or tune into radio shows. Hearing words spoken correctly can help train your ear and refine your pronunciation. Another effective method is using pronunciation apps. These digital tools provide an accessible means to practice and correct your pronunciation, often with feedback in real time. But remember, nothing beats good old-fashioned practice. Read aloud, repeat tricky words, and don't shy away from those complex, multi-syllable monsters. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. In conclusion, proper pronunciation is not a luxury, but a necessity for articulate communication. Mastering pronunciation puts you another step closer to articulation. The third step is all about structuring your thoughts. A bit like building a house, wouldn't you say? You wouldn't start with the roof, right? You'd want to lay a solid foundation first, then construct the walls, and finally, cap it all off with a roof. The same principle applies to articulation. When we talk about structuring thoughts, we're referring to the process of organizing our ideas in a coherent and logical manner. It's the art of knowing what you want to say, how you want to say it, and when you want to say it. It's like creating a mental map or blueprint of our communication. Think of it this way. Structured thoughts are like a well-organized closet. Everything is in its right place, easily accessible, and ready for use. When your thoughts are structured, you can pick and choose the right words, phrases, and ideas to use, just like you'd pick the perfect outfit from a well-organized wardrobe. Now, you may be wondering, how do we structure our thoughts? Well, one effective method is by creating mental outlines. This involves breaking down your ideas into main points and subpoints, and arranging them in a logical sequence. Just like a builder uses a blueprint, use your mental outline as a guide to build your communication. Another useful approach is practicing mindfulness. This means being present in the moment and being aware of your thoughts and feelings. By doing this, you can catch unstructured thoughts and reorganize them before they make their way out of your mouth. Finally, it's important to be aware of your thinking process. Are you a linear thinker, moving from point A to point B? Or are you more of a free-flowing thinker, bouncing from one idea to another? Understanding your thinking style can help you structure your thoughts in a way that suits you best. Remember, the goal here is clear, effective communication, and that starts with structured thoughts. They are your foundation, your walls, and your roof. With structured thoughts, your journey towards articulation is nearly complete. The final step to becoming more articulate is practicing regularly. Think of articulation as a muscle. The more you flex it, the stronger it becomes. And just like any good workout, it's all about consistency. But how do you practice articulation? Well, there are several methods. One fantastic way is by joining public speaking groups. These platforms offer a safe space to practice your communication skills and receive constructive feedback. Next, make a conscious effort to engage in conversations regularly. This could be with your colleagues, friends, or even strangers. The key here is to expose yourself to different communication styles and topics, enriching your vocabulary and enhancing your ability to articulate diverse ideas. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of the mirror. Practicing speeches or conversations in front of a mirror can drastically improve your confidence and help you observe and correct your body language. With consistent practice, being articulate becomes second nature. So there you have it, your roadmap to becoming more articulate. We've journeyed together through understanding articulation, expanding vocabulary, mastering pronunciation, structuring thoughts, and embracing regular practice. Each of these steps is a crucial piece of the puzzle towards becoming a more eloquent speaker. Let's take a moment to revisit these steps. First, we dove into the importance of understanding articulation, recognizing that it's not just about using big words, but about clarity, coherence, and charisma in communication. We then explored the world of words, expanding our vocabulary to express ourselves more precisely and vividly. Next, we tackled pronunciation, ensuring that our words are not only chosen well, but also sound well. We embraced the nuances of phonetics and intonation, appreciating the music in our language. After that, we focused on structuring thoughts, learning to arrange our ideas in a logical, coherent manner. This step is the backbone of effective communication, enabling us to present our thoughts clearly and persuasively. Finally, we acknowledge the importance of regular practice. Like any skill worth mastering, articulation requires consistent effort and dedication. We learned that every conversation is an opportunity to practice and improve. Now imagine the transformation you can expect after following these steps. Picture yourself confidently leading meetings, captivating your audience during presentations, and engaging in stimulating conversations. Visualize how your enhanced communication skills can open doors to new opportunities, both personally and professionally. The articulate you is a powerful, persuasive communicator who can inspire, persuade, and connect with others on a deeper level. Remember, the power to captivate with words is in your hands. Now go out there and be the articulate person you were meant to be. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button for more ways to empower yourself.